The morning sun creeps through the curtains, casting a warm glow across the room. It's a new day, filled with possibilities and challenges. As the world awakens, there's an undeniable urge to seek strength and protection for what lies ahead. A morning prayer can set the tone, acting as a spiritual shield against the uncertainties of the day. Imagine starting your day with a simple invocation, asking for God's power to envelop you. Picture yourself stepping into a protective barrier, a shield forged by faith and divine grace. The Bible offers rich imagery of this shield. In Ephesians 6:16, Paul speaks of taking up the shield of faith, which can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. This isn't just metaphorical. It's an invitation to equip ourselves with God's strength every morning. Think about it. How often do you wake up feeling weighed down by the worries of life? The to-do lists, the pressures of work, or the chaos of family responsibilities can seem overwhelming. In those moments, it's easy to forget that there's a higher power ready to protect and guide you. By turning to prayer in the morning, you're aligning your day with God's will, allowing His power to flow through you. Consider the story of David, a man who faced giants, literal and metaphorical. Before confronting Goliath, David relied on God's strength, declaring in 1 Samuel 17:45 that he came in the name of the Lord Almighty. That confidence didn't just come from his own abilities, but from understanding that he was shielded by divine power. He walked into battle not just with a slingshot, but with faith as his shield. This morning prayer isn't about reciting words. It's about forging a connection. Reflect on your own life. What giants are you facing today? What fears threaten to overwhelm you? A morning prayer can help you confront these issues head-on, inviting God's protection into your day. Think of the many times Jesus withdrew to pray in the early morning hours. He sought solitude to connect with God, to recharge and prepare for the day's ministry. In Mark 1:35, we read that he rose early to pray. This wasn't just a routine, it was a necessity. Jesus understood that to navigate the challenges ahead, he needed the shield of God's power. The act of praying in the morning creates a space for clarity and reflection. It invites you to pause, to breathe, and to center your thoughts on what truly matters. As you pray, consider what it means to walk under that shield. It's not merely about seeking protection from harm. It's about embracing the strength that comes from knowing you are loved and supported. In moments of prayer, it's valuable to express gratitude. Thankfulness opens your heart to recognize the blessings already present in your life. As you acknowledge the good, you invite more positivity and resilience into your day. It's about shifting your perspective, focusing on God's greatness rather than your worries. A personal reflection might include asking yourself, what am I grateful for today? This simple question can transform your mindset. In Philippians 4:6-7, Paul encourages believers not to be anxious, but to present their requests to God. This is where the shield of God's power comes into play. The peace that surpasses all understanding guards your hearts and minds. Walking under the shield isn't just a passive act. It requires intentionality. It's about recognizing that you have the agency to invite God into your daily life. When you pray each morning, you're not just asking for safety. You are actively choosing to engage with God's power. Think back to the Israelites as they wandered in the desert. guided by a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. Their journey was fraught with uncertainty, yet they were always under God's protection. Each morning was a new opportunity to trust in that shield, to rely on divine guidance. Your mornings can be similar. Each dawn brings a fresh start, an invitation to walk with confidence under God's power. It's also important to remember that walking under this shield doesn't mean life will be free of troubles. Instead, it means facing those troubles, knowing you're not alone. The Apostle Paul faced numerous hardships, yet he spoke confidently of God's strength when he said in 2 Corinthians 12, "Novi, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." That's the essence of the morning prayer. It's a humble acknowledgement of our limitations, while simultaneously inviting God's power to fill those gaps. As you start your day, picture that shield surrounding you, offering protection and strength. Reflection leads to empowerment. Take a moment to consider what you need protection from today. Is it fear, doubt, or perhaps external pressures? Let your morning prayer be an invitation for God's power to envelop you, acting as a shield against whatever challenges lie ahead. As you rise to greet the day, remember that each morning holds the potential for transformation. With a prayerful heart and a willingness to embrace God's power, you can walk confidently under His shield, ready to face anything. Consider the morning sun breaking through the horizon, a symbol of renewal and hope. Each day brings its own set of challenges, but with a firm belief in God's protection, you can navigate through life's complexities. Imagine starting your day with a prayer that not only invites God's presence, but also seeks His power to shield you from negativity, doubts, and fears. This is where the heart of your morning prayer lies. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast battlefield. The morning air is crisp, and the ground feels solid beneath your feet. You're not alone. God stands with you, ready to equip you with a shield made from His unyielding love and strength. This shield is not just for defense, it's a tool for empowerment. When you walk under the shield of God's power, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Embrace the words of Psalm 91:1-2. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This scripture paints a vivid picture of intimacy with God. Dwelling in His presence means finding shelter and safety. Your morning prayer can create that sacred space, a refuge where you can cast your burdens and anxieties. As you pray, focus on what it means to truly abide under that shield. What fears are you carrying? Are they fears of inadequacy, rejection, or uncertainty about the future? Lay them at His feet. Ask for His power to envelop you, to transform your worries into trust. This is the essence of walking under the shield of God's power. It's about surrendering your concerns and allowing His strength to become your foundation. Think about the importance of community in this journey. When you gather in prayer with others, you create a collective shield. This shared experience amplifies God's power as you all stand united in faith. Imagine a group of friends praying in the early morning light, each one lifting the burdens of the other. This dynamic not only strengthens individual resolve, but also fortifies the entire community under God's protective umbrella. Consider the practicalities of your day. The tasks ahead may seem daunting: meetings, responsibilities, interactions that could lead to conflict. But with a morning prayer, you set the tone. You're not just asking for protection, you're inviting God's wisdom into your decisions. This shift in perspective can transform a simple day into a divine mission. When you pray for guidance, be specific. Ask God to grant you clarity in your conversations, courage to tackle challenges, and patience in difficult situations. Each request is a way of acknowledging your reliance on His power. In those moments of hesitation or confusion, remember that His shield is not just a barrier, but a guiding force. Reflect on the concept of divine protection. It doesn't always mean an absence of struggle. Sometimes it's about finding peace amidst a storm. Your morning prayer can be a declaration of faith that even in trials, you are covered by God's power. Romans 8:31 reminds us, if God is for us, who can be against us? This assurance should resonate in your heart as you step into the day. Personal reflection plays a pivotal role in your morning routine. After praying, take a moment to consider what God is asking of you. What opportunities might be waiting for you? Are there ways to extend His love to those around you? Walking under the shield of God's protection is also about being a vessel for His power. Each interaction can become a testament to His grace. Visualize how this shield can influence your thoughts. It can be easy to fall into negative patterns, self-doubt, criticism, or fear of failure. But with every morning prayer, you renew your mind. Philippians 4:8 encourages us to think about whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. This shift in focus is a direct result of abiding under His shield. As you cultivate this mindset, you'll notice a transformation in how you approach challenges and opportunities alike. In moments of quiet, after your prayer, listen. What is God saying to you? Sometimes, the most profound revelations come in silence. The shield you walk under isn't just there to protect you from harm. It can also guide you towards your purpose. Pay attention to the whispers that follow your morning prayers. They may lead you to unexpected paths or inspire actions you hadn't considered. Now, consider the long-term impact of this daily practice. How might your life change if every morning began under the shield of God's power? Over time, the cumulative effect can be immense. You may find yourself more resilient, more compassionate, and more attuned to the needs of those around you. Your day-to-day interactions could shift from mundane to meaningful, simply by starting with a prayer that seeks to align you with God's will. The challenge is to maintain this awareness throughout the day. As you encounter struggles, return to your morning prayer. Reconnect with that shield. It's not just a one-time request. It's a continual invitation to walk in His power. Acknowledge moments when you feel the weight of the world. Remember, the shield is always available, ready to restore your sense of security. This morning prayer is a lifeline. It's about embracing your identity as a child of God, equipped and empowered to face what lies ahead. Each day is an opportunity to experience the fullness of His protection. Let this be your anthem as you rise each morning. You are under the shield of God's power, ready to step into whatever awaits. The moment you wake up, take a deep breath. Embrace the stillness around you. This silence is an invitation to connect with the divine. Before the demands of the day rush in, Pause and allow yourself to be enveloped by God's presence. Picture His shield surrounding you, a protective barrier against the chaos and pressures you might face. Start this morning by grounding yourself in prayer. Speak to God openly. No formalities are needed, just your heart poured out in honesty. Lord, I come before you today, seeking your protection. I want to walk under the shield of your power, equipped for whatever challenges lie ahead. This simple invocation sets the tone for your day. Reflect on these words from Psalm 91, 1-2. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This isn't just a beautiful verse, it's a promise. It reminds you that abiding in God's presence is where true safety lies. As you meditate on this, think about the areas in your life that need His power. Is it at work, where stress looms large? Is it in your relationships, where misunderstandings can arise? Bring these concerns to God. Lay them at His feet and trust that His shield will guard you. Now, visualize your day ahead. What situations might try to steal your peace? Maybe it's a confrontation with a colleague or the weight of responsibilities at home. Whatever it is, imagine walking into those moments, fully aware that you're under the shield of God's power. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a reality. Knowing this shifts how you approach each encounter. You're not alone. You're backed by divine strength. Throughout the day, remind yourself of your identity as a child of God. When faced with anxiety or uncertainty, repeat this affirmation: I am under the shield of God's power. Let it echo in your mind. It's easy to forget who you are when life gets overwhelming, but this identity anchors you. It transforms your perspective, allowing you to see challenges as opportunities to experience God's protection. Engage in moments of communion with Jesus. It's not just about the big prayers, but also about the little conversations throughout your day. While waiting for your coffee, take a moment to thank Him for the gift of this day. As you walk to your car, ask for guidance. These small interactions build your relationship with Him, making His presence a natural part of your life. Make a point to seek the kingdom of God actively. This means aligning your priorities with His. During your morning prayer, ask, how can I contribute to your kingdom today? It could be as simple as offering a kind word to someone or helping a neighbor in need. When you focus on serving others, you become a vessel for His love, and in doing so, you strengthen your own walk under His shield. The world demands your attention in many directions. Bills, deadlines, social obligations, they all compete for priority. Yet, when you choose to seek God first, everything else falls into place. Matthew 6:33 states, "But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you." This isn't just a command, it's a promise of provision. As you navigate through your day, notice how God's power manifests in your life. Maybe it's through a moment of unexpected joy, maybe a peaceful resolution to a conflict. Stay alert to these signs. They are reminders of the shield that you walk under. When challenges arise, reflect on how you've experienced His protection. Consider journaling about these moments. At the end of the day, take a few minutes to write down instances where you felt God's power shielding you. Maybe it was a difficult conversation that went better than expected, or a moment of serenity in a chaotic situation. Documenting these experiences not only strengthens your faith, but also deepens your understanding of His active role in your life. Prayer doesn't end when you leave the morning quiet. It's a continuous dialogue. As you prepare for bed, reflect on the day. How did I walk under your shield today, Lord? This self-reflection keeps you connected to His power. It helps you recognize that His shield isn't just for the moment of prayer. It's an all-day affair. Now, think about tomorrow. What will you do differently? How will you consciously choose to walk under the shield of God's power? Each morning offers a fresh start, a chance to lean into His protection with renewed vigor. Visualize your day before it begins. See yourself moving through it with confidence, knowing that no matter what comes your way, His power surrounds you. As you step into each new day, remember that you're not just covered, you're empowered. Let the shield of God's power be your guiding force, the strength behind your actions, and the peace in your heart. Live out this reality. Allow it to transform how you engage with the world. You are called to walk under the shield of God's power. Embrace it. Each decision you make, each interaction you have, can be infused with the awareness of that divine protection. When faced with challenges, remind yourself that you are not alone. You are fortified by a strength that transcends your own. This shield doesn't merely guard against adversity. It also empowers you to act with boldness and compassion as you navigate the complexities of your day. Take moments to pause and reflect. Are you seeking guidance in your choices? Are you lifting others up, sharing the strength you've received? The shield of God's power is not just a personal armor. It is a communal force that encourages you to uplift those around you. In your workplace, let this empowerment inspire collaboration and innovation. In your relationships, allow the peace it brings to foster understanding and love. Every encounter becomes an opportunity to reflect the light of His protection, turning mundane moments into extraordinary expressions of grace. As the sun sets on your day, take time to look back. Did you walk under that shield? Did you embrace the empowerment it offers? Each day will present its own challenges, but with the shield of God's power, you can face them with unwavering courage. In conclusion, remember that embracing the shield of God's power is a daily commitment. It is a journey of faith that invites you to step boldly into the world, knowing you are both protected and empowered. Let this truth guide you, inspire you, and shape the legacy you leave behind. Live each day under the shield and watch how it transforms your life and the lives of those around you.